Welcome to Your Daily Writing Habit, episode number 577. If you are writing a book or thinking about it, or maybe you've started writing your book, but you're having some trouble getting it done, you are in the right place. Good morning. Happy Monday. I'm your host, Christine Whitmarsh, also known as Christine Inc. Like that stuff we write with, especially if you're looking for me on social media. Each day, I'm sharing with you the writing habits I've learned over my 19 years as a ghostwriter, book coach, and author. I have found that three things in particular have a huge impact on your success as an author, and they have the ability to turn someone who barely sees themselves as a writer into a published book author. They are writing fundamentals, productivity, and mindset habits. Here's today's quote. I believe that the memoir is the novel of the 21st century. It's an amazing form that we haven't even begun to tap. We're just getting started figuring out what the rules are. Susan Cheever. And once again, good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Normally on Mondays, I offer a tip or a thought or a strategy in each of my three pillar areas of being a successful author: writing fundamentals, productivity, and mindset habits. And I'm going off book again, so to speak, today. I believe this is like the third week in a row, but hey, I think we're like all improvising 2020, so let's just run with it. Let's roll with it. And today I'm going off book because of an important point I want to share, once again, something that's been on my mind about the value of memoirs. And you can tell my mission here on my show, this is my life, so this is why these things are always on my mind to share with you all. And I will also be sharing the message in today's episode, and possibly more coherently, one never knows, in my Writer Wednesday email this week. I don't know if many of you know I have a weekly email. It's called Writer Wednesday. It goes out on Wednesdays, pretty self-explanatory. And I'll make sure to drop a link in the show notes today in case any of you are visual people like I am and you'd like to see the visual form of me talking. Think of it as the weekly written expanded version of my average episode here. So anyway, here is the thought I've been carrying around today and recently on memoirs. One of the most valuable roles played by a memoir is that it can bring social stigmas and biases out of the shadows and into the light. That's right. A well-written memoir, and one wherein the author shares vulnerably and authentically, has the ability to spotlight and maybe even normalize a personal issue that maybe people don't have experience with or might even consider taboo. Topics that, statistically speaking, so many people experience at some points in their lives, like mental health issues, suicide attempts, substance abuse, trauma, and more. Topics like that, when a memoir author makes the courageous choice to share their personal experience in these or many other areas, it speaks directly to others who have also struggled with the same issue. Or possibly even more poignantly, it speaks to those who currently suffer from the issue. Individuals who might mistakenly believe that they are alone in their struggles or that there's something wrong with them. And by the way, when I say memoir, that can mean a traditional nonfiction memoir, or it might mean what more and more authors are opting to do, particularly because they are sharing rather vulnerably, which is to write their memoir as a novel. Totally counts. And how many of us can honestly say that we have absolutely no experience with any challenging life issues that might be considered taboo by anyone else on the planet? Can any of us say that? Statistically, once again, the odds seem pretty low. So however you decide to share these difficult life experiences as a nonfiction memoir or as a memoir novel, or perhaps at first through a series of other smaller pieces of content, maybe to kind of warm you up to write the memoir, blog posts and videos and things like that, by doing this, you are giving the gift of understanding, empathy, and lessons, and in all likelihood, to a whole lot of other people. You are shining a light into a dark corner of the room where someone is curled up, feeling alone, maybe ashamed, maybe guilty, or a mess of other things that you feel when you're experiencing something that has been branded abnormal. If you are listening to this, no matter where you are in the book writing process, even if you're barely in the quote-unquote thinking about it stage, You have life lessons, stories, perspectives, the ability to help others, and the freedom to pick up a pen or a keyboard to do it. This is not an abstract idea that writing a book changes lives. This is real. This is tangible. It's proven. I see it every day in my work as a memoir expert and book coach and all the other things I do, but particularly as a memoir expert. You can do this. And the attempt doesn't have to be perfect or even close to perfect. The person who is currently going through the thing that you somehow survived does not care, or you're somehow surviving, present tense. They don't care. They just need to hear your story. They need to hear that the thing they're struggling with does not make them bad. It makes them human. Thank you for joining me here on Your Daily Writing Habit, where I am helping you write and finish writing an awesome book. And be sure and drop by my Inc. Authors group on Facebook for motivation, accountability, book writing, publishing resources, and more, especially if you're doing NaNoWriMo. Got a whole mess of people over there on Inc. Authors that can help you out and support you, and you're all in it together over there. So Inc. Authors on Facebook. I'll put that link in the show notes as well. Thank you, as always, for joining me. Really appreciate you all so much. November gratitude and really year-long gratitude for you all. Until tomorrow, happy writing.